The second question or the second doubt that arises is the pronouns to be used. You know the verb forms. Now, what pronouns to use in past tense? So many of you, so many learners, so many of my students, they have this impression, they have had this impression that you're supposed to use these pronouns in past tense. That is always adding ne. But that's just half truth. That's why you see two different columns here. The first column is the, what should I say? The base pronouns. And the second one is where you add ne. And both of them are required, are supposed to be used in past tense. They share the meaning. Meaning stays the same. Let's go over the pronouns once again. Main and maine means I. Main and maine means I. Hum, humne. Both of them mean we. Then to address second person, you have tu, tune, meaning you. A direct way to say you. Tu, tumne, also meaning you. A less direct way to say you. And aap, aapne, also meaning you. And this is a respectful you. Now coming to the third person, you have ye, isne. I'm only reading the Roman Hindi words. Ye and yah in Devanagari. I'm just reading the Roman Hindi words because I'm focusing only on spoken Hindi. So you have ye, isne. Ye changes to isne when you add ne to it. So ye, isne. Both of them are used to say he, she, or it when that subject is near and is one in number. When it changes to plural, you have ye or inhone. Ye, inhone, meaning they, but also he, she, respectfully, or it. So the object is also near, but now is either plural or you show respect towards it. And then if it's far away, you say wo and vah in Devanagari. Wo, usne. Wo changes to usne, meaning he, she, or it, if it's far and one in number. And wo or ve in Devanagari. Wo or unhone. Wo, unhone, meaning they. Now it's plural. They or respectful for he, she, or it. So far, plural or respectful. So you have ye and wo. Only two pronouns in spoken Hindi. But yah, ye, vah, ve in written Hindi or formal standard Hindi. And you have four different pronouns when you add ne. Isne, singular, inhone, plural. Usne, singular, unhone, plural. You need to go through this table once again, understand, self-study कीजिए, समझिए, और फिर याद कीजिए. And also practice कीजिए. Practice करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अब two questions answered. The first one was how to conjugate verbs in past tense. Second is what pronoun to use in past tense. The third question is how to choose which pronoun to use. Now, to understand when to use मैं and when to add मैंने in your sentence, you need to understand that there are two types of verbs. There is a transitive verb and there is an intransitive verb. What are these terms? A transitive verb is the one that carries an object without which the sentence seems incomplete. Because a verb is called transitive if it can have an impact onto an object, and that object can be a person or a thing. So, if an action influences something or acts upon something, that thing is called the direct object, and we are only concerned by the direct object because there could be other objects too. You could even have an indirect object, but we don't want that. We just want the direct object of the verb. तो अब सिंपल तरीके से समझते हैं. Let's understand in layman terms. Okay. Transitive verbs are those, or the verbs that carry a direct object is the one that answers the question what. You just need to remember this. If a verb answers the question what, you get the answer to what in your sentence, even if it's implied. It may not be there, it may not be present in your sentence, but even if it's implied, then it should carry maine in your sentence. Kaise? Let's see an example. This table has 3 verbs, and let's find out whether all 3 are transitive or not. The first one is padhna, to read or to study. I need to know the Hindi verb to be able to ask the question what. I should not say read what or study what, because if you do that, you will find transitive or intransitive verbs in English. And sometimes they can be different from the ones in Hindi. So we need to know transitivity and intransitivity in Hindi, whether to add मैं or मैंने in Hindi. So सबसे पहले you need to know the Hindi verb. You should know that it's padhna. Now ask, क्या पढ़ना? क्या पढ़ना? Read what? Study what? And obviously it gives an answer to what? You can read a newspaper, you can read books, you can read a newsletter. Since it answers kya, which is what, you should have a ne pronoun. It could be मैंने, हमने, आपने, इसने, उसने, for any person. I have all I sentences here. मैंने खत पढ़ा, मैंने खत पढ़े, मैंने चिट्ठी पढ़ी, मैंने चिट्ठियां पढ़ी. Now that you have understood where to add मैंने, also understand that मैंने sentences have object verb agreement. Matlab, as soon as you add this मैंने, then the verb does not agree with मैंने. Since I taught you that we need to know whether the verb has an object or not, then the object is the most important in the sentence. Object is like the king. There, you must know the gender of the object, you must know the number of the object. And once you know that, then the verb agrees with the object. So these kind of sentences or this kind of a situation is an object verb agreement kind of a situation. In short, what I tell my students, what I teach my students is, as soon as you add मैंने, forget about मैंने. It's like a wall. Always create a wall in your mind. मैंने is not मैं. Although they mean the same, they are different pronouns. So मैंने is not मैं. मैं sentences have subject verb agreement, whereas मैंने sentences have object verb agreement. So मैंने, खत is a letter, which is a masculine word, singular masculine word. Padha, so I should say padha, not because मैंने is a male, not because the speaker is a male, but because khat is a masculine object. Then मैंने खत पढ़े. Here, same word khat, but this khat is plural. This means letters. So we have one word for singular and plural both. Khat is one letter and khat is letters. But this time, change padha to padhe. So we know that you're talking about letters. Once again, मैंने खत पढ़ा. I read a letter. मैंने खत पढ़े. I read letters. And then मैंने चिट्ठी पढ़ी. I just changed the object. Chitti also means letter, but this is a feminine word, singular feminine. So chitti padhi, I choose the singular feminine form. And मैंने wall चिट्ठियां पढ़ी. Chitti changes to चिट्ठियां. Chitthiyan is letters, and then it matches padhi, the plural feminine form. I hope you understood my explanation. अब दूसरा एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. Let's look at the second example. Let's find out, is खरीदना a nay verb or not a nay verb? Does it go with मैंने, हमने, आपने, these kind of nay pronouns or not? What is the question? Ask क्या. क्या? क्या खरीदना? Don't ask buy what. Ask क्या खरीदना? क्या खरीदना? It can be sari kharidna, shirt kharidna, container kharidna. So yes, it has an answer. And therefore you add a ne pronoun. And hum is not humne. It's not the same. So you create a wall here. There's a wall. Once you create a wall, forget about hum, who these people are. Bhul jaiye. Forget about it. Your focus should be on the object. Phone, phone, तार and तारें. हमने फोन खरीदा. Singular masculine, so singular masculine verb खरीदा. हमने phone, same word for singular and plural. So this is plural masculine. Go with plural masculine word. हमने phone खरीदे. We bought phones. हमने तार खरीदी. तार means a wire, which is a singular feminine word. So go with singular feminine form. हमने तार खरीदी. And हमने तारें. तारें is wires. Plural feminine word. So go with plural feminine form. हमने तारें खरीदी. And finally, बेचना. बेचना. Is it a nay verb or not a nay verb? Sell. बेचना. क्या बेचना? Sell what? Not the question to ask. Not in English. Sell what? That's the right question to ask, but not in English. Don't think in English. Try not to think in English. Sell what? बेचना. You know the Hindi word बेचना. क्या बेचना? Slippers बेचना, phone बेचना, घर, house, घर बेचना. So it has an object. It has a direct object, which means it's a nay verb. And that means that there is an object verb agreement. So you focus on the object. Gender is very important. आपने a wall डिब्बा बेचा. डिब्बा is a container. Masculine, singular masculine, singular masculine. आपने डिब्बा बेचा. You sold a box. आपने डिब्बे बेचे. You sold boxes. आपने बाली बेची. बाली is an earring. One. आपने बाली बेची. You sold an earring. आपने बालियां बेची. You sold a pair of earrings. So two. बाली, one in number. बालियां, two or more in number. बालियां बेची. And this is how you ascertain which verb is a nay verb, which one is a non-nay verb. I've tried to make this sound as simple as I can, but if you still have some doubts, questions, or queries, anything, please don't hesitate to mention in the comment section. आप लिखिए, आप मुझे बताइए, and I would be very happy to help you. Finally, let's summarize. You have three verbs on your screen: पढ़ना, खरीदना, and बेचना. And these are the three verbs that we started with. So, what did we find? We found that padhna is a nay verb. Transitive matlab it's a nay verb. You don't have to remember these words, these terms. You don't have to remember transitive and intransitive. You just have to remember whether it goes with nay or it doesn't go with nay. So padhna goes with nay because you can ask kya padhna. Kharidna also goes with nay because you can ask kya kharidna. It's a valid question that gives you a proper answer. And bechna is also a nay verb because again, you can ask the question, kya bechna? And it gives you an answer.